Welcome back to the show. What a week it has been, huh? Airfares, groceries, insurance, all going up. Farmers, truckers, small businesses and families all staring into the financial abyss. Does anyone feel like packing it all in and curling into a ball? Let's get a sense check with Independent MP Dai Le and Liberal MP Dave Sharma. Good morning, guys. Nice to see you this morning. Dave, first up, that oil refinery fire looks certainly to have an impact. And I'm not sure the government is making anyone feel at ease at the moment.
It's going to have a huge impact, Carl. I mean, it's one of two refineries that produces over 50% of our refined fuel products. The fact that that's gone offline when we're already having a shortage of diesel, petrol, aviation fuel is going to be massive. And I don't think the government can, sugarcoat this or give blind reassurances that everything's going to be OK. We need a plan from them.
Again, and just information, Dai, the PM secured some framed photos with international leaders and enough fuel for just over a day.
That's right. Look, I think it's really concerning that we are not seeing this as a real critical issue and prioritise as a national fuel security. And I think it's not something that can wait and not put aside. We need to really address this. The government really needs to sort of come together and address our fuel security, the affordability, supply chains resilient. I mean, I went and visited a small business yesterday, and they are just talking about not just fuel, that it's impacting on deliveries, as you mentioned, Carl, insurance as well, and other costs that we actually don't think about, such as software upgrades, computer, laptops, everything a small business has to carry. That is really going to push them to the walls. It's just, we need to really address this, and the opposition have to sit down with the government and work out a plan forward for our country and for the Australian public.
We have a finite amount of fuel coming our way, and unless things miraculously change in the Strait of Hormuz. But it occurred to me last night, I was just sitting there going, well, why don't we get fuel from the US? I mean, they make enough of it for themselves, and they also export it. It's a close ally. Strategically, it would work, and they've got enough, even if we pay over. So why wouldn't we get fuel from the US?
I think it's a good question. I think Anthony Albanese, rather than going to Singapore and Malaysia and Brunei, should be going to Washington. I mean, the US is the world's largest exporter of refined fuel products a day. They export about 6 million barrels of oil a day equivalent. Our consumption's about $1 million. They're a bigger exporter than Singapore, bigger exporter than South Korea, bigger exporter than Malaysia. And it would also give the Prime Minister a chance to talk with the US President and key administration figures about how to resolve this conflict so the Strait of Hormuz does get reopened.
Yeah, and last time I looked, there's not a problem with the shipping channel.
No, exactly, across the Pacific.
Look, the Reserve Bank, let's talk quickly about that. Dai Le, the Reserve Bank is telling the government, effectively all of us, to support them if they have to raise rates, which they look like doing. How do you feel about that?
It looks like it. Look, you know what? It's going to be a very difficult time in the next,
sure is. 6
months and beyond. And I think that I remember, when the government, claimed that, yes, interest rates gone down and it's their doing. And then when it's gone up, it's not their doing. And I think that we need to really face the reality and tell our communities how, where we're at the moment economically, financially, so that people are prepared. And people are already pulling in their belts. People are already knowing that it's going to be tough in front. Interest rates is going to go up, and they're preparing for all of that. But the government has to be honest and upfront about that.
There's got to be. I mean, we saw defence spending yesterday, not enough, and I'm not sure that we're prepared for what's coming in the next couple of months.
No, not with, I think, a fuel shortage, inflation already running high, and the government's basically shredded all our fiscal buffers by spending too much.
Yeah. All right. One final one. I wanted to end it on something a little lighter. And as I always say, it's been a heavy week, but depending on the way you look at this story, things couldn't get any weirder in this country. And then I saw this road rage incident on the Gold Coast. So let me lay it out for you. An enraged woman clings to the bonnet of a car inside a prospective Paralympian, panics and puts her foot on the pedal. And now she's been sentenced by the courts for dangerous driving. That's right, the driver is the one in trouble. But I'll let you be the judge.
Go on. Go on. Go on, you stupid dog. Are you going to get off now? You going to get off? She starts hanging on to my car and she went flying off the side of the road.
Oh my God.
Hey, Di, how do the? I mean, where do you start? I mean, how does she get charged?
Look, I don't know how she got charged. I don't know. Obviously, we for the whole situation, we don't know. But that is the woman that's hanging onto the car. That was so dangerous.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh.
And Dave,
wow.
I mean, you were out there cycling a lot. I mean, the cheese is slipping off a lot of crackers at the moment, isn't it?
I think people are in pretty febrile moods right now.
Yeah.
This is another example.
All right. I'm glad to send you off all with a little bit of a laugh. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.